The most common mistake that men commit in marriages in today's day and age due to social conditioning is that they do not take charge of their relationships. They choose not to take control over their wives. Let me break this down for you. If you observe, women are attracted towards such kind of men or even husbands who take control over them. That is why there is a saying that women are attracted towards toxic men, which isn't the case. They are attracted towards such kind of men who can take control over them. That is their inherent nature, the inherent nature of a woman. It's just that in this situation, they are getting attracted towards literal toxic men who are filled up with negativity, and hence they use those negativities in order to take control over their woman. If you ask a single woman that what kind of a man would you get attracted to in order to get married, would you be attracted towards a man whose height is less than you or more than you? A man who is stronger than you or weaker than you? Any woman is going to choose a man whose height is more than her. A woman will naturally be attracted towards a man who is stronger than her. Same thing goes with wealth as well. A woman is naturally attracted towards a man who is wealthier than her. That means in each and every aspect, a woman wants a man who is powerful than her, because that's what gives her a sense of security. Now, if you observe, if an individual is powerful, then naturally he would be in the situation of authority. And whosoever is in the situation of authority will naturally take control over everything around him, including his wife. So if a woman is getting attracted towards a man who is more powerful than her, that means on a subtle level she is getting attracted towards a man who can take control over her. That is the inherent subtle nature of a woman. No matter how much modern women claim that they do not want a husband who will control them, their inherent nature is such they want a husband who can control them. But this control shouldn't be negative, shouldn't be abusive. Now, in this situation where women are attracted towards toxic men, control from their side is usually abusive. This is a subtle difference and hence very hard to identify. This is exactly why women are attracted towards literal toxic men, because it is very hard to identify. Positive masculine men are hardly visible. They are rare species. Same thing applies for women as well. Positive feminine women in today's era is hard to find as well. The first aspect, how can the man take control over his wife in the marriage, is his intellectuality. That is the primary aspect, because intuition is the power of a woman and intellect is the power of a man. And the job of intellect is to invade and conquer. Right now, that's what I am doing as well. Right now, my words are invading your mind through your ears and conquering your mind. My words are influencing your mind, and this constant influence is slowly and steadily taking charge over your mind, taking control over your mind right now in this situation as well. That is the power of intellect. It invades and takes charge. Now, this is a different aspect, that for that, a woman needs to be sufficiently feminine. And when I say feminine, I'm talking about divine feminine, positive feminine. A woman who is filled up with positive side of femininity, she will be submissive. What are the primary body parts that a wife submits in front of her husband? It is her ears. It isn't her private body parts. Primarily, it is her ears. Because primarily, woman is a listener. She isn't a speaker, because she isn't blessed with intellect. That is why she isn't a speaker. A man is blessed with intellect. That is why he is a speaker, and through his speech, he invades and conquers the mind of his wife when his wife submits her ears in front of the husband. Now again, such kind of husbands and wives are very rare to find. Men who have built up their intellectuality, very hard to find. Women who are submissive, very hard to find. The era is such. So the primary aspect which takes charge on the wife is the husband's intellect. Second aspect which takes charge over the wife is respect. After 1.5 years or 2 years of marriage, primarily from the wife's side, it starts from respect to emotions, and from emotions to sex. For the husband, it is totally the other way around. For him, it starts with sex to emotions towards the wife, and from emotions to respect. So for the wife, the starting point is respect. And respect is directly linked with fear. That is why, if you observe, usually human beings will respect powerful people, but out of fear. Let's say if a man is highly respected because he has earned that respect, then people will fear him out of respect. Now, both of these aspects are entirely different. In one situation, respect is getting created out of fear, and in the other situation, fear is getting created out of respect. That means fear and respect both are connected with each other. That is why, if you observe, specifically, this is very easily observable in India that children or even youngsters who respect their elders, they will usually fear their elders out of respect. That is how it is. So if the wife respects her husband just because her husband earned that respect, then she would also fear her husband out of respect. In that situation, a mere gaze of the husband towards the wife is more than sufficient for the wife, for her to realize that she has committed some kind of a mistake. That gaze is more than sufficient for the husband to take control over the wife. So this is the second aspect through which the husband takes control over his wife. So men need to develop that positive side of masculinity to take control over their wives and hence be attractive for their wives. There are more aspects as well, but for the time being, we will stop over here.